Hey guys, what's going on? It's T-Carp. Alright, I want to show you my EDC for 2023. If you're an EDC guy, this might tick you off. Stay tuned. So, I've got my Yeti. Alright, go ahead and start with it. We've got our Ruger LCP. We can't have an EDC without a gun. So I carry it in I believe a little Bianchi holster. Let y'all see that. It is the 152 for the Ruger LCP. Slides right in the pocket and it works really well. So basically, you pull it out and use it. Little modification I've made is added a little bit of my wife's red fingernail polish here. I love my little LCP. It has these little cool slide engravings on it. I think it was like a limited edition. This is the Gen 1. I know there's multiple generations that have better triggers and all that. I really like this gun. It's been good, and I know what works and what doesn't with it. One thing that you have to watch out for is the lint and all that. So you do have to keep this oiled. Other than that, it's a great gun. Great gun. And a lot of people will complain about the 380 stopping power. And this is what I use. I use the ball ammunition because I don't think that 380 has enough juice to get through things when it comes to using hollow point ammunition. So I use the ball ammunition, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh my goodness, why would you use 380s? Why don't you just bump it up to a 9?" Guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is what I will carry. This is what works for me. An EDC in my mind has to be light enough to carry, but heavy enough to work. So in my mind, 380 will work, and not just one 380s. Everyone talks about the stopping power of a 380. Well, guys, if you shoot them multiple times, it'll go down. And I have seen people get shot multiple times with a 45 and had no issues. Create distance, stop the threat. A 380 will work just fine in a defensive scenario. So in my mind, 380 is the way to go. Alright, second thing on the list is my case Cheetah. So this is a made in the USA knife. It is I think made in the early the 2020s. Great made in the USA knife. It is very, very traditional. And a lot of guys will say, well, that's not very tactical. My question to you is, what is tactical? Do you find something like this tactical? The Ontario, the Rat 1, etc. So it's got G10 scales, it's got this. The problem with carrying something like this is you whip that out and people, I'm just going to be honest with you, people kind of get all wrapped around the axle about it. You whip out something like that, no one really bats an eye too bad. And to be honest with you, you have to define what tactical means. Tactical to me means if I had to use something in a defensive scenario, what would work? And I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Let's think about this. In a defensive scenario, what are you thinking? A lot of guys were like, "Oh yeah, that right there." Guys, the only thing if I ever had to use this, the only thing to protect my fingers would be this right here. Look at how this is made. This is to replicate the old-fashioned switchblade knives. Look at that finger guard. And a lot of guys will be like, "Oh, well, blade length." Guys, look at the blade length here. Look at the blade length between these two. Almost exactly the same. Seriously. Almost exactly the same blade length and reach. So if I had to do it, if you ever had to, I'm just going to be honest with you, everyone's like, "Oh, the lockup on a slip joint." You know what? It is what it is right now. And in my opinion, this is more tactical than people give it credit. So that's why I carry the Case Cheetah as my second choice. And to be honest with you guys, that's really it. I'm not into carrying a whole bunch of lights. I'm not into carrying, different those multi-tools that people really get into. And I used to, and I have them. And they're great for certain scenarios, but everyday carry in a job, I just didn't find them useful. And if I don't find them useful, it's taking up too much space in my pocket. It's taking up too much time or mental energy in my life, and just slim it down. So my advice for you in 2023 is slim down your EDC and be gray man. Be kind of like, okay, everybody thinks that black and G10 has to be tactical. More classic stuff can be more tactical than you think. So this is T-Carp signing out. Comment, let me know what you think. Grill me. Get on to me. I love that stuff. Again, and if you haven't, subscribe, like, share it. The best thing you can do for me is share it on your social media platforms. This is T-Carp signing out.